Once, in a small coastal village, there lived a fisherman named Elias and his young daughter, Lila. Elias was a kind, hard-working man who spent his days at sea, catching fish to support the two of them after Lila's mother passed away. Despite their modest life, they shared a deep bond and found happiness in the simple things: a shared meal, a song by the fire, and their dreams for the future. Lila loved the sea as much as her father. She often sat on the cliffs, waiting for him to return, her laughter ringing like bells when she spotted his small boat in the distance. She dreamed of sailing the world one day, seeing what lay beyond the horizon. One stormy evening, Elias went out to sea, despite the ominous clouds gathering overhead. The family needed food, and he couldn't afford to stay ashore. Lila begged him to stay, but Elias reassured her with a gentle smile, promising he'd return before the storm grew worse. But as the hours turned into night, the storm raged, and Elias's boat didn't return. The villagers gathered by the shore, calling out his name, but the sea roared louder, swallowing their voices. Days passed, and though the storm calmed, Elias was nowhere to be found. Lila waited every evening on the cliffs, her small figure silhouetted against the setting sun. She believed he'd return, that his promise would hold true. She stopped laughing, stopped talking, and her once bright eyes dimmed with every passing day. Years went by, and Lila grew into a quiet young woman. She took up her father's trade, sailing the same sea that had taken him, always searching for a sign, always hoping. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of gold and crimson, Lila spotted something caught in her net. It was a piece of her father's boat, weathered but unmistakable. Clutching the fragment, she sat on the cliffs, tears streaming down her face. For the first time, she allowed herself to grieve, to accept that he was gone. Yet, in her heart, she felt his presence, as if the sea itself carried his love and his promise. From that day on, Lila continued to fish, not out of necessity, but as a way to keep her father's memory alive. The villagers said they often saw her sitting on the cliffs, singing songs to the sea, her voice a haunting melody of love and loss. Though her heart ached, Lila found solace in the waves, knowing that in some way, her father was always with her.